this is Tien bringing you another video. We're going to be talking about kind of the finalization of our atlas, like I promised in the previous video. Just want to say how long we've been playing. So on this character, we have 3 days played, 3 days and 14 hours. On this character, looks like we have something like 1 day and 1 hour played. So maybe like 4 days total played between, 4 days and 15 hours played between both characters. And let's talk about kind of our atlas and the way we have it set up right now. Let me move my camera actually so you guys can see. Okay, so kind of we got the dream spawn of Elder after we acquired our Elder Orb. So last we left off, I was acquiring the Elder Orb and wanted to shape a map up to T16, and then after that we wanted to control the Elder influence to make it spawn on a certain area, which would allow us to sustain both T15s and T16s. And over here we have our T16 burial chambers map, and you can see here it's under the Elder influence. And then we got Elder to kind of move all the way over here and be towards our T15 arachnid tomb. You might notice that we also do not have any 15s or 14s completed. And why I don't have any 14s completed, I get this question a lot on stream. There's this concept of like a backup map. So if I'm ever doing arachnid tombs and I run out of arachnid tombs, how would I ever get more of them to drop? Well, I would need a T14 that doesn't have a adjacent T15 map. So say you really wanted to get arachnid tombs and pretend all my 14s were filled in, and say I was doing dig over here, what would happen is because my 15 is uncompleted, it would actually just drop nonstop carcass maps instead of arachnid tomb, and that's not what you want. You want, it used to be a 50-50 shot between the two, but they actually upped the rate at which the undiscovered, uncompleted maps next to your completed maps would drop. So because of that, we need a T14 that doesn't have any T15s completed. And so currently we use Vault. You can use something else. You could use like Moon Temple. I was using Waste Pool for a little bit. Estuary is also popular, but unfortunately we have the Guardian on there. We wouldn't want to do that. But it doesn't really matter. We're not really running the T14 all that much. I don't like chisel, alk, and go crazy on the T14s. Because their sole purpose is to just get you T15s to drop. And so you can just alk and go those, and you'll get a few T15s and then hopefully sustain T15s. Our plan is to just basically farm T15s currently. You can see we still have our Guardian maps completed. I do a ton of trades just selling these Guardian maps when they drop. Eventually, when we get into our heavy burial chambers farming, we won't be having these completed on our map. So 1 in every 5 maps is like an Elder T16 map, this Elder burial chambers. But then otherwise, it's the 4 out of 5 times it's one of these Guardian maps, which we use to basically sell for currency, and we've done a pretty decent job of accumulating chaos and exalts and whatnot. Let's talk about the other maps I have shaped. Really, those are the only ones that matter. Are 1 T14 that you want shaped and completed, 1 T15, and then the T16 that you plan on farming. So we could have done Cage. You can see the Elder influences over here. We could have done any map next to kind of the Elder influence. We chose Burial Chambers because it can be hit by a lot of white Sextants. And you see here we can use a maximum of 4 Sextants. We really like Arachnid Tomb because of the 4 yellow Sextants that you can apply to this T15 map. And right now, at the time of me posting this video, yellow Sextants are something like under 2 chaos each. I don't know if they're going to stay that low, but as long as they're that low, we're going to keep doing these maps. And you can see, using Sextants, fully Sextanting the map, we're able to sustain our Arachnid Tombs. I already have kind of some of them un-ID'd and separated, the good mod ones, and then we have a bunch that we're going to roll here, similar to how I roll them in a previous Atlas video. So yeah, I just want to talk about using Sextants. I guess Sextants are still very good. Basically, this is how I roll Sextants. So if I'm doing Arachnid Tombs, I'll just throw them on the 4 maps that I want. I'll check to see what they are, and if they're bad, I just re-roll them over and over. So this monster cast speed, nope, I want breaches. Poisonous monsters I'll keep. Lightning monsters I'll keep. And then this one's areas contains a Zana. Our Zana is actually not 8 yet, so we'll go ahead and keep that too. But yeah, that's kind of what we've been doing. We're using Sextants. We're sustaining T15s and 16s. If I were to ever run out of 15s, it doesn't really look like I can right now. I have something like, I think 11 or whatever of those that we're not going to run out of. And when we run them, I get this question a lot, what are we going to use for our map device thing that we choose here? Bloodlines is really good. It adds more magic monsters, and magic monsters have the capability of dropping your current map tier +1. And so in a T15 map, those extra magic monsters will basically have the chance at dropping a T16, and it's adding more magic monsters to the map. If you ever get the Sextant 30% increased magic pack size, you want to definitely run Bloodlines in that case. Once our map pool's kind of going and flowing, I do love Fortune Favors the Brave. I think it's just really fun and dynamic, and I would probably just do that one, although I don't think it's optimal. Okay, I know that's a lot of content, and I know there probably will still be questions, and I will try and answer them in the comments below. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and you guys learned something, and I'll see you in the next one. 9:56.